Alrighty, welcome home. I'm your anime manga mom, and today we're going to be talking about what I've been doing this week in anime. Well, I have started a new anime. I was just browsing around on Hulu and saw Spice and Wolf, and it's one that doesn't get a lot of acclaim, but I've heard about it here and there. So I decided to check it out. It's very interesting. Obviously, not a shonen. Um, but it's about a traveling merchant who comes across a wolf kami, and they go on a quest, and it teaches a lot about economics and trends and stuff. And I don't know why I keep giving the angry eyebrows, but it's really cute. It's a cute show. It runs a little bit on the slow side, so it's kind of hard to recommend. But yeah, it's pretty good. And the voice actor for Kraft Lawrence is also the voice actor for Commander Erwin in Attack on Titan. Let me see if I can Google who he is real quick. Actually, you can Google it real quick. Film the video. But I really am enjoying it. It's not. I mean, it runs a little slow. I want it to be a little deeper. I want some tragic backstories or just regular backstories. That'd be fine too. I just want to know more about the people. I like the characters. They're very fun to watch. They're really interesting, but you know, it's just him and the wolf, and there are other characters that come and go, but they're on the periphery. They're not main characters. So there are other voices in there that you will recognize, of course, but it's got a really tranquil, interesting intro song, and the outro song is actually in English, so it's kind of interesting too. But that's what I've been doing. On Naruto, I am all in the Chunin exams and watching Uzumaki versus Hyuga. That's what's going on right now. I really, I'm enjoying it. It hits different this time. Maybe because I'm watching it in Japanese, or maybe because I've already seen it and I know what's going to happen. But it's just, it goes a lot faster this time. I guess, you know, when you're watching it the original time, you're sitting there waiting for the next thing to be revealed, the questions that you have, you know. I remember just dying to know who is Naruto's dad. Sometimes I actually look things up, like the words that I would read, that I would see. Because I was really interested to know that, and I didn't think it would be something that would be explained in the story. But I would run across spoilers doing that. Oh, do you guys like my background? Let me see. Oh, let me see if I can move a little bit. You can see this is the pennant banner that I made for my son. It was really fun to make. I took inspiration from a lot of the characters. You see, we got on the far, we've got the Hyuga. Then we've got Sakura Haruno. Then the next one is for Gurren, which was kind of a side character, but she came on screen right when I was making this, so it was an interesting inspiration. Then we have the Uchiha, Hidden Leaf, Uzumaki. Then we've got Gaara over here, the Sharingan, Lady Tsunade's back of her jacket, and then we have Nara for Shikamaru. But yeah, those are some good. I really enjoyed making it. It looked a lot better on his window because he had the, you know, Hidden Leaf Uzumaki orange and everything. But yeah, he has decided that, I guess that was his past, and now he's matured and he wants blackout curtains and stuff, so so that he can use his colored lights, because he has a Govee lights, so he can change the color if he wants to. and he likes to set the mood by his lighting. So, but yeah. Anyway, so I've been thinking a lot about anime crafts and watching a lot of inspiration videos on anime crafting, and I think I'm going to make some anime quote. I have these boards that I got when I got my Cricut, and would put, images and stencil paint them on the boards. So I might get these boards and paint them color, and then stencil on say the Flamel from Full Metal Alchemist, and then maybe put a quote from Full Metal Alchemist on the board. I think that would be a really interesting thing to do. Or even just painting and putting a big Flamel on. That'd be awesome. I mean, who wouldn't want to have that on their wall? But that's what I've been thinking about, using my Cricut for good instead of evil. But I need to find the best quotes. What are the best quotes in anime? I'm sure there's some in Attack on Titan. I'm sure there are some in Naruto and Tokyo Ghoul and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I mean, what are the best quotes in anime? And sometimes what's the popular quote won't necessarily be the one that strikes a chord in me. There was something that Best Jeanist said to Mount Lady in My Hero Academia, and she was complaining because she wanted to go do the more flashy work, and he says don't confuse difficulty with importance, or something like that. I can't remember the exact quote, but that's one that I would like. And he called her a rookie. He says, this is an important job. Just because you think the other thing is more exciting doesn't make this any less important, and I just thought that was a wonderful quote. There was another one he did recently. I don't remember if it was in the anime or manga, but there was another one he did. I'm like, man, Best Jeanist gets the best quotes. But I mean, there's obviously a quote that in anime that affected you rather strongly, and I wonder what that is. Please tell me what your favorite anime quote is. Something that maybe strikes a chord with you but doesn't really hit with other people. I'd be very interested to know that. That would go a long way in getting to know you as a person. But let's see, my favorite anime quote. Oh, I don't know. I really would have to look. There's a lot of times in anime that I was just like, oh, wow, he said it. Maybe one by Best Jeanist, maybe one of the obvious ones, something said by Pain or King Kaneki or something. I would go with King Kaneki. I loved his transformation. And it's funny because when I see most of the pictures that people portray a character in, it's usually you see Bakugo in his combat uniform, and I'm like, yeah, but that's not the Kacchan that I enjoy watching. I enjoy watching him when he's sitting back and listening and mulling it over in his mind. The quiet thinking Kacchan, that's my favorite. And usually he's in either his street clothes or something like that. And you don't really see a lot of images of him portrayed in his street clothes unless maybe he's yelling or something like that. And I want the thoughtful Kacchan. So I found a sticker of that. I bought that. And I have it up on my sticker poster. But people want to put Ichigo all the time in his uniform, and I don't know. I think I prefer Ichigo in his uniform. I prefer King Kaneki in his Kagune form. I like the monster in him, and the fact that he controls it so well. But it drove him a little mad, and that's sometimes that happens. But most of the time when I look at a character, I want them more in their relaxed pose, you know? Their who you see them on, who you walk down the trails and you have the conversations and you see the flashbacks and everything. I want them the way I see them, I guess, the way I see them in the show. And most of the time when they're portrayed, it's fight mode, because I guess that's the most popular. And like looking at how I feel about Ken Kaneki, I can see other people appreciating that in another character, but I also like the other form where it's, I guess, more personal. I don't know. Or a lot of people like the silly poses, like Levi and his kind of made get up. They like that, and it's. I mean, it's a good laugh, but it's just a little bit part, I think, and I don't know why that's so iconic, but it just is. But I guess a lot of people, I mean, you love to laugh, right? So, but that's why I think fan art is so important, because you can capture a facet of the character, or you can put your own spin on it, and I really, really like that. So keep up with the fan art if you do it. I'm no good at the art. I do a little bit of crafting, but yeah, I really appreciate seeing it all. So, alright, anyway, that's what I've been doing in anime this week. Please tell me, what have you been watching, and what is your favorite anime quote? Alright, talk to you next time. Bye.